Well, good afternoon, Lummi Nation. We're here with Chairman Ballew II. Tim, it's good to see you. It's been a busy spring here at Lummi Nation, and I know the past General Council meeting was real positive. We got a 2013 budget, and things are really moving forward. Just hoping that winter just kind of closes out and spring is just around the corner.
Yeah. So greetings from the Lummi Nation Council, greetings to the GC members and the Lummi Tribe and the Salish Sea as a whole. Today is February 28th. Yes, as you said, we're ending our winter season, the time that we gather as a people, and we're getting ready for the time of spring where we harvest for the people. Just recently, earlier this month, about a week or two ago, the tribe did pass a 2013 budget at the General Council meeting, which was very good. We had about 100 people in attendance. That's always good. That's sovereignty in practice, people for the people, meeting, expressing what the concerns are. The council was there. They heard that the General Council would like to have a special meeting on March 6th. So this coming Wednesday, March 6th, the Vice Chair will be chairing the GC meeting, and Treasurer Daryl Hilaire will be there to answer questions related specifically to the fiscal year 2013 LIBC budget, give an update on the LCC budget and LCC as well. So we're looking forward to that, looking forward to good participation from the GC members again. And so yeah, come one, come all, GC members, March 6th, the next special GC meeting for the 2013 budget update.
And you're going to be traveling here for the NCAI Winter Legislative Summit as well, coming up this next week, right?
Yeah. This next coming week, March 4th through the 8th, a delegation of Lummi Council members will be attending NCAI. We'll be meeting with the other tribes at the summit, but also in between then we'll be hitting the hill, talking to some of our Washington State congressional members and some other key folks within the federal administration, educating on some of the issues that that are important to Lummi, some of those that are concerning Lummi, specifically the Cherry Point issue. We're going to be educating continue our education on why we oppose development at Cherry Point. We'll be passing that message along to some of our congressional members and some of the administration of the federal government. And also we're going to be addressing the issues of sequestration or the federal budget. The federal budget is supposed to hit tomorrow actually, so March 1st, and we're anticipating 5% across the board cuts. So we're going to be relaying our concerns from Lummi's perspective on how that will affect us, and give them an expectation of what we're going to be testifying for the week of March 11th. So on March 13th, we'll be going back. I myself and a few other council members will be going back to DC for the March 13th, 14th testimony on the federal budgets. So between now and then, we'll be hitting the hill, letting the federal government know our concerns, our priorities, and asking that we are heard, our sovereignty is protected, and our treaty rights are not forgotten. So yes, we'll be starting that discussion next week during NCAI and the following week during appropriations.
And I know you just traveled to the G8, and I know there's a lot of things happening with our UNA loss and water litigation. What's the latest update there?
Well, I guess not at G8 specifically, but next week also during our trip to DC, we're going to be, in 2011, Lummi went to the federal government asking for the protection of our water rights as our trustee. As our trustee, the U.S. government is required to protect our water rights for our consumptive use and for the protection of our environment and for the protection of our fish. Since 2011, since our initial meeting with the feds, we've done a lot of preparation work in-house with our attorneys, with the Natural Resource Department, And we are now ready to move on to the next phase and ask for their support, ask for the Interior support, ask for the BIA support to begin litigation against Washington State for violations that have been long-standing. And we are going to ask for that this coming week, this coming year. The time is now. We are asking the Department of Interior and BIA to stand up and protect our treaty rights as our trustee. So that we're continuing the work that's been going on, not just since 2011, but really the last time we approached them was in 1998. Then in 2011, and between these last 2 years, we've done a lot of work, a lot of preparation, a lot of quantifying and collecting of scientific information, and our Natural Resource Department has told us we are ready now to move forward and begin litigation, and we're going to hold the Department of Interior accountable to that. So yeah, look forward within the next year to really get some movement. As long as we can get the BIA to get behind us, we're going to start a litigation case against the state of Washington.
And the UNA situation, I know that's always kind of a discussion you hear at the GC, and a lot of fishermen have been talking about it. What's been happening there?
Rightly so. The general counsel, like the rest of us, I myself as a general counsel member, Lummi member, and an Indian, am concerned that we lost part of our UNA in court. Unfortunately, over the last 20, 30 years, we have been in court with the Wexliem tribes and come to some unsuccessful negotiations and unsuccessful court hearings that have resulted in Lummi losing participation rights with an area that is Lummi territory. It's territory that overlaps with both the Wexlems and the Lummis and other tribes. And unfortunately, in October and most recently in February, Judge Martinez has ruled that Lummi does not acquire UNA, according to Judge Bolt, in areas that are usual and accustomed to us. But so that the General Counsel knows, the Council is not taking this lightly. The Council does not want our Lummi membership to be in detriment of any way. We understand the implications of this, and we are going to stand up for the Lummi people. It's not going to stop here. We are going through an appeals process. Unfortunately, we may not be able to participate in the halibut fishery in that region. We're going to be able to participate in the halibut fishery, but not in the disputed area that Judge Martinez has laid out for us. But we're going to do everything we can to get it back. That's the one thing that the Council is ready to say, that we're going to do everything we can to get that territory back for the people and for the community. We're still under some attempts to negotiate Indian to Indian, tribe to tribe, but if we have to, we'll proceed with the appeals process in court. But yeah, unfortunately, as it stands now, the people, we have lost some rights to part of our usual and accustomed area. And
I think to look on some positive notes here in the community, it's not an issue that you guys aren't taking. I mean, you guys are always meeting on it. You guys are taking a strong stance, and it's really bringing our fishermen and our divers and the community together, and you really see that.
Yeah, on a positive note, as our unofficial, soon-to-be official anthem states, we are survivors. We're survivors of the flood. We're people of the Salish Sea, and we're family members of the same people that we went to court with, which is unfortunate. And so, like I said, the Council is taking this serious. We're going to take every avenue we can to make things right for us, and to make things right for our neighboring communities, because we're people of community. But yeah, we've come together. We're not going to sit back and let this go by us. we're going to do everything we can to make this right. And then on another positive note, we'd like to thank and congratulate and really put our hands out to everybody who's been involved with much of the good development of our nation, of our community. We'd like to acknowledge that soon the McKinsey neighborhood, McKinsey Village, will have a brand new gym for our children, for our community members, and it'll soon be opening, and the housing will be coming out with like the actual date of the grand opening. But we'd like to thank the housing committee, housing staff, and all those who helped bring a new anchor to our community. Also, we'd like to thank everyone who's been an integral part in developing our new administration building, our new facility of one-stop shop for where we provide our services for the people. We're anticipating within the next 2 months, we're going to start the move-in for our service providers, so for our administration. Be watching for that. Our general manager is participating in a transition work group, so we're figuring out how we're going to transfer all of our people, files, and services to this building, and at the same time the council is working on a grand opening of sorts where we'll invite the community to come in and witness our new facility for the people.
Yeah, and geez, the $30 million expansion at the casino, that's looking great. It said spring 2013, and it's just around the corner as well.
Yeah, so the long awaited and addition to our gaming facility will be done in spring of 2013. Within the next 2 months, we'll be able to host more events, larger events, and better quality of entertainment for the people, for Whatcom County, and for the Salish Sea. It's a good testament of economic development for Lummi, for the people. So we're very excited to see the new addition to the gaming facility, and that should be coming soon. Also, I don't know the exact date, but within a short time, we're also going to have a new Head Start facility for our children, for our future. So we're also looking forward to the move-in of a new Head Start facility.
Yeah, and the tribe's priority, I know one of the tribe's priority was economic development, and I know, I don't know if you or delegates from the tribe will be going to the Res Economic Summit in Las Vegas the 11th through the 14th, and then we also have the community breakfast on Palm Sunday as well, right?
Yeah. So Lummi, along with all the other tribes, has been invited to the Res Economic Summit. I myself will not be going. I'm going to be in DC during appropriations during that week, but we do have, I believe, 1 or 2 LIBC members in attendance at the Res conference, and some representation from LCC. And also, yes, there's the community breakfast on Palm Sunday, March 24th, and we look forward to sharing some food and fellowship at that time. Also, we'd like to give our acknowledge the fishermen that'll be out. The halibut season starts March 23rd, 24th, I believe. It's a 48-hour opening. Best of luck to all of our fishermen and all of our communities. We support all of our members who put food on the table for our people and for the world. So our hands go out to our fishermen, and also to our canoe paddlers who should be starting their training for their spring and summer circuits. So, thank you to the Lummi people, and thank you for carrying on our way of life.